I'm gonna come back to whatever trait this needs. Does anybody care? I mean, I feel bad because because that is a thing, and I do want to get all the survey data, but yeah. Yeah, so I have like an idea for a comic for my Persona and some OCs, but the problem is I came up with one idea, and I was like, you know what? I want to do another. I've got an idea for another sort of universe thing. And I'm like, I don't know, I'd love to do like comics. Do some little stupid comics. And if I do that, then I've come up with an idea, a way to combine both of the things. One was like real hard space fantasy, and the other was a generic setting. I don't really care too much what exactly the lore of the universe is. That's like completely unimportant to what it's supposed to be about. I was like, you know what? We can combine the two. It'd be interesting to do that. Also, I think I have some resources to drop off, and this probably isn't going to take too long. But yeah, it's I don't know. I think now it's really interesting because a lot of the times when I do like writing, it's really more for myself than anything. Where it's just I write my persona as inserting myself into the story, and it lets me work through issues I have, that kind of thing. And I was looking, I was like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna combine these things. Yeah, we're gonna do that. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be great. And so, I was looking at it, and it's like, I feel like it wouldn't make sense for the Railu of now to be the character who's like being put into this situation. So now I'm like actually being retrospective and looking back on like the Railu of yesteryear. Not necessarily yesteryear, but I think it's a really good thing. I think like genuinely, even if you objectively suck at writing or art, which isn't like, no, you can always get better if you really want to. But yeah, I mean, just like give it a try. Self-expression can be a really good form of self-care. At least it's helped me through stuff. Even if it is art that's just for you, I think it can be a real helpful thing. I also just want it to be a fun thing for people to look forward to. But yeah. I also realized that Maal 5, so its life was marginal, which was very helpful because like that's probably one of the shortest habited planets that I've done, or that I've, so it's good to know that there are some of these that are going to be like that, but yeah. I will also say that it's the setting is still a space fantasy. It is a little funny. It does have like parallel universes and like dimension hopping, but that's like it's more of a I don't know, it's very light. It's just like, there is, I think literally, well, the premise is that, like, the Railu in this story has been taken out of another universe, or another dimension, or whatever, and thrust into this one, because, like, the god of that universe was just like, yeah, this is just a thing I'm gonna do. And then, then another Railu alt, female alt Riley, spelled in a, I think Railei, I believe, because I have to be weird about it. She's also just, you know, an alt, which, you know, has also certainly been an interesting thing. It's also been like, well, you know, part of it was also, I don't know, I made one of the universes so I could one was me giving Riley a girlfriend so I could be like, oh, how do they feel about relationships, at least in my head, because obviously the fantasy and reality of the things can be, you know, different, and like deserve a little bit of you know, understand that there is a difference, and that me trying to theorize what my feelings are in reality through fantasy is not necessarily going to be the most accurate thing. But that was like the first thing I wanted to make, and then the second thing was like, what if I gave Riley a boyfriend? And that was good. And yeah. Alright, that is the thing we need to go to, so let's see. I also, like, I've mentioned that I want to have my own, like, a science fantasy, my own science fantasy, like, tabletop game that I would love to be a video game, but, you know, presumably will be tabletop game first, if it happens. I mean, I really want it to happen, but yeah. Oh, also, with the new microphone, I'm recording this. Right now it is 7 in the morning, December 26th. My sister's in the next room, so I'm trying to be a little bit quiet. But, yeah. Oh yeah, but I do have, but yeah, I wanted to be in the same sort of universe. I mean, the idea, obviously, that there's multiple universes, and, well, part of it is that, like, there was a multiversal fracturing sort of thing that happened, so if you imagine, like, a bundle of straws, imagine a bundle of bendy straws, and then at one end, you extend them out and you bend the heads of the straws in every which way. Like, imagine that, basically. But, naturally, in an infinite amount of universes with an infinite amount of choices, even when it's fractured, there's still going to be parallels. So, you know, that's I don't know what point I was trying to get across there, aside from the fact that, like, what I say in universe, like what I say happens in this universe, or that universe, is not necessarily, and it's not like, I don't want to approach it like that, where it's like, this happened in universe, 652, as opposed to, and this happened in universe, 723. I don't want to do that unless it's like, I mean, it might be fun for like, oh, here's the universe that's just randomly Halloween themed for no apparent reason. Mainly so I can be like, oh yeah, I mean, like, this is what I'm saying, but if you as like if you as a game master want to like tell a story that like slightly deviates from this, then like, you go ahead, you do it. Do not let me stop you. Yeah. That was... What is this? Maal 5A? Very nice image of Maal 5 in the background. Till next time, have a good day, great day even. Chowskis.